Do you ever notice that most of us probably the most time that we ever done cardiovascular work was either for fat loss or for different kind of stuff, and what happened was we probably didn't like it. We got sick and tired of it. We felt like we were probably on a rat race that was never ending, and we just really started to not really enjoy it. And I done a live video in my group, the Mind Body Fuel Method, which you can join if you want. It's 45 to 60 minutes. It's all the science broke down on how our energy systems work, what's a recommendation of how you can improve your energy systems in the body, which you have how you can improve different muscle fiber types. But we're not speaking about that today. I'm just saying, but I'm gonna base a little simplicity of how I believe an individual can become healthier. And that is not speaking to you because I don't know you, I haven't worked with you. So as on something that I do want to share is that we're all individually different, and it depends on the purpose of our training and the outcome that we're looking to achieve. But here's a couple of things that I would say. I personally believe that we've got like three different energy systems, right? You got one that is very low fatiguing, or aerobic system. You got a moderate one in the middle, which is kind of a little bit more fatiguing than the aerobic system, and it would require probably a little bit more carbohydrates and fats combination. But then you have like one that is very fatiguing, which is our PCR system, which some of you probably know. So within probably, that can last probably I think 10 to 12 seconds. Do you ever see when you do like a massive burst of energy or a massive all out sprint? But we just cannot recover from doing them every single day. And that's just not realistic. So how I look into this is like, right, how do we improve these three energy systems? I believe MMA athletes and boxing athletes are just experts at this stuff, like, because they've been doing it years non-stop. So that's one thing you can see in them. They're probably using all these fiber types all the time, but you can have a little bit more purpose at using them. And here's how it could look. Let's say for just general health, instead of just going all in all the time and wanting to do more and desire, because desire can take us over, right? And you're probably saying, Ray, get into this right now. So let's say you decided to say to yourself, ask yourself a question today: how do I set myself up for consistency? Because consistency is what matters, isn't it? It's adherence what matters. And you say to yourself, right, I could possibly go and do a run or go and do a spin class in the gym once a week, probably even 2 times a week, and that might improve my aerobic system, which is least fatiguing, which will help me supply oxygenated blood to my body every single day, and it will keep my heart healthy. There you go. Instead of doing six, instead of doing four, instead of doing three, that's probably not sustainable or probably not realistic, you can commit to one. And if that one is going well, you may be able to commit to two, and you might be taking daily steps every single day. Then the other one that you're probably looking into is, you're probably saying to yourself, right, so how do I improve the one in the middle? Just say, for example, the one in the middle, which is probably like a combination. It's called the Glycolytic system for people that know, but it's probably like requires more carbohydrates, and it can also require fats, because fats can supply energy up to about 70% the maximum heart rate. I think 75%. So just think of that right now. So how do I improve that? Right. So you want to teach our body the ability to use lactate, all right, in that system. So you might go up and say to yourself, right, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do interval training. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 5-minute warm-up on a bike. I'm going to do a 5-minute warm-up somehow. And I'm going to do 60 seconds fast, and I'm going to do 60 seconds moderate. I'm going to do 5 rounds of this. That's all. You don't need to do 10, you don't need to do 15, because like, remember, it's the adaptations that we're looking to make to improve these energy systems. In a simple term, where you getting injured, sick, fatigued, and not being able to be consistent. Remember, that's the most important thing, making these adaptations for you to get fitter, more healthier, and more better over time, right? So there we are, we have them two systems, we have a commitment, we have a bit of a program. Once a week, I don't know, you might be a footballer, you might be a hurling player, you might be some kind of athlete. So chances are that you're using that system really, really well, which is the PCR system, which is lasts about 10 to 12 seconds. So you're using that system already. So do you need to do extra if you're doing sprints in football? Do you? Not really, not necessarily, you don't. What I would recommend you need to do is start to maximize recovery, start to maximize that. Right, it's actually okay to take 2 days off here a week, sleep well, do a little bit of mobility, probably have a nice meditation practice, maybe get some protein into me, maybe make sure that I'm hydrated really well. All right, am I getting enough carbohydrates into me to recover from a workout? Look, it's like anyone that tells you carbohydrates are bad, they just supply to them two energy systems. So how can they be bad? So just drop me a message if you think that they're bad, because like these could be going against you and could be preventing you from making adaptations and preventing you from getting the most out of your training, the most out of your performance, which are probably sports, which are clubs, all that kind of stuff. So just think about that kind of stuff, right? You might look into that recovery day of like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit down and watch a bit of comedy. I'm going to relax, chill out, and allow these adaptations from the training sessions that I got done this week. It's not about doing more all the time. Honestly, it's about what you can actually recover from also, and what you can actually set yourself up for success to make adaptations in the gym, to improve your mitochondria, to improve your muscle tissue, to be able to also prevent systemic inflammation. Like there's so much different stuff that we can talk about and getting this consistency on track over time. Like the other things we may look into is like, are we actually even sleeping 6 to 8 hours every single day? Like before you even think of these improving these energy systems, are you actually sleeping well? Make sense? What is your current body fat percentage like before improving these energy systems? Would it not be smarter to get your body fat percentage down, to improve your performance, to improve your overall health, while just keeping it really, really simple of probably training these systems 3 days a week for thinking longevity, and then on the other days we might do something like 2 to 3 weight training sessions. And a lot of people say, I want to train 6 days a week, I want to train 5 days a week, I want to do, but like, why do you want to do that? Did you hear that off somebody off the internet? Like, what is the purpose of why you want to do that? Is that specific to you? Is that setting you up for consistency? Is that setting you up to be able to progressively overload over the duration of time? Like, are you getting stronger in the gym? Make sense? Are you feeling a little bit pain free inside of what you're doing? Like, do you understand? Are you feeling restricted towards any lifts that you can do? Because this is where like volume is great to increase for sure. Progressive tension is amazing to achieve. Muscular damage definitely improves adaptations to training for sure. But it doesn't mean that you need to do it every single day or every single week. It doesn't go like that. It's like understanding that, like, right, I'm progressively overloading in these areas. I'm getting better inside of the gym. My lifts are going up a little bit. I'm on 3 days a week training. I'm improving my energy systems inside of my body. My mental well-being is good. I'm feeling good every single day. My body composition is getting a little bit more better. My nutrition's going quite good. My performance in my sport is going really, really well. I'm really happy around my family and friends. Now, and then you're looking then and saying, right, no problem. So instead of even adding another day, why not just say to myself, right, can I add 2.5 to 5 kilos to this lift without hurting myself, without causing injury, without doing any of that stuff? And then, like, if you can't, it doesn't mean that you're not progressing. You can just say to yourself, right, no problem. I can still be consistent with what I have. I can still keep the boat moving forward throughout the ocean, if that makes sense. And then therefore, I'll try progressively overload again. And that would be either a nutrition issue, a lack of recovery if you can't overload, you've too much pain and fatigue that you're accumulating. And it also could be that you're doing too much training and you may need to take it back a little bit. And it's hard to come to humility and take things back and realize that you don't change by doing more. you change by the adaptations that you're making inside of the gym or inside of life over the long duration of time. Let me know if you have any questions about this because I want to stop it.